You know, one of my favorite things about Stampede Week is the weather. It's always great weather then.
Yep.
It is not today.
So you like it hot, sunny,
I sure do.
The good stuff, yeah. Yeah, that's not today. I mean, you saw Alicia's hair out there, and if you heard her before her live hit, she was definitely saying, it's cold and I need my jacket on. So it's one of those days. Interesting, because the day before we were wearing shorts and t-shirts and it was sunny and nice. So it's that cold biting wind out of the north that's gusting closer to 50 kilometers per hour at times. That's what's making it feel extra cold. 5 degrees is just the base temperature at the airport, 6 downtown. Tazal Park is at 5. Big Four Motors' massive first anniversary sale is on. See it at big4motors.com. Okay, so the next 24 hours are not much different than what we've been having so far today. The difference is we may even see a couple pockets of light snow tomorrow morning. Plus, it will be gusty out of the north, still that cold wind, so that snow will be blowing around, potentially reducing visibility at times in the morning, and only getting up to a high of 7 or 8 in the afternoon. It does warm up after tomorrow for about a day. I'll show you that coming up, Ian.
Once again, and it depends on where you live in the city. I woke up this morning and saw just a few snowflakes on the ground.
Oh, yes. So you saw the little skiff.
A skiff of snow.
Skiff of snow, yes, as expected. But yeah, some communities where I live in the southeast, I didn't see any of that. So it just depended, of course. It's going to depend too as we go forward over these next couple of days, because it will be more isolated in nature as well. Well, some streets will see it and other streets will not. Skywatch Weather Cam showing you, well, what looks like virga in some cases. So the moisture not really making it to the ground in most areas of the city, but a couple raindrops falling here and there, and a sad little daytime high of 5 degrees. So it's a cool one out there. And that wind, that biting wind to the north, makes it feel even cooler. And the same story for tomorrow. In fact, we may start off with a few flurries once again tomorrow. Just 7 in Drumheller, 9 in Brooks and Medicine Hat, and at this point in Pincher Creek sitting at that freezing mark. It's been a gusty day as well, and as you can see, the winds predominantly out of the north, as indicated by the N here. Closer to 60 kilometers per hour at times in Calgary, 52 in Pincher Creek. So Calgary, which this isn't often, but actually gustier than Pincher Creek for today. Lethbridge 54, Medicine Hat 41. You can expect that same type of idea for tomorrow. Another cold, gusty wind out of the north for most communities in southern Alberta tomorrow as well. You can see this front that's moving through. Really what we're getting with this is that little bit of instability. It's creating that lift that we need. Again, in most cases, this is light enough that it's not even making it to the ground. But we will see some raindrops to the west, seeing a couple snowflakes. And we could get a little bit of this even through tomorrow morning that will actually make it to the ground. When you combine that, though, with the gusty winds, it could reduce visibility at times in some spots when it's falling. And in the far, far southwest corner, south of Pincher Creek, Crow's Nest Pass, we still have the warning in place, the snowfall warning, and that's because as these pockets move down, they might intensify as it gets here, so we could see another couple centimeters before it's all said and done. Beaver Mines area, Waterston Park, that's where you're looking at the warning still in place, and it should end this evening. When we look at the futurecast, that instability will create these pockets here and there, and then we have a second wave that will push in some snowfall. Again, this will be fairly isolated, so it won't be this long-term widespread snowfall, but you can expect some pockets of that through the morning hours, which may impact your morning commute if it reduces visibility out there and may make the roads a little slick. So keep that in mind. This does clear out, though, of all communities by tomorrow night, and then that sets us up for a warming trend which will last a couple of days and at least kick off the weekend. So 8 degrees, I do have to point something out here because it's incorrect. So yes, 8 degrees still on the cooler side tomorrow with the winds gusting out of the north, and we have the potential for morning flurries. Friday will be the nicest day out of the next 5, 16 and mainly sunny. While this is showing rain, we're looking at rain later in the day on Saturday, and we should still hold into the double-digit temperatures, but it will cool down Saturday, Sunday through Monday as well.
The long weekend is coming up for Easter, and it certainly starts very nicely. Starts,
yes. Good Friday looks good, right? As we talked about. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We need the moisture, so I'll throw that out there. Do we need it in a bunch of wet snow. Not ideally when people are traveling and things like that, but 5 degrees is the sad little high today, well below normal of 12. 8 degrees for tomorrow with a chance of some flurries in the morning. Good Friday, best day to the next 5, 16 with some sunshine. Saturday, we have the potential of seeing 5 to 10 millimeters of rain and a little bit of snow. And Sunday is 2 to 4 centimeters of snow possible that could carry into Monday as well.
Forecast, it looks a little blustery out there, much cooler out there tonight, Danielle.
Yes. At this time yesterday, Tara, it was 18 degrees and sunny, and now we're getting this. It's a biting wind from the north. I'm very much a wind wimp, and when we get the wind out of the north like this, you feel it for sure. So while we're looking at the same idea for the next 24 hours, this cooler wind out of the north and these cooler temperatures, we will see a rise in temperature, but not until Friday. 6 degrees is the temperature right now, winds gusting up to 50, even 55 kilometers per hour at times. And we're looking at 40 to 50 kilometer per hour gusts tomorrow as well. In the morning, we will likely even see a few isolated flurries in parts of the city. And when you combine that with the gusty conditions, that could reduce visibility out there for the morning commute. So just keep that in mind because that's certainly a possibility. Just a high of 8 tomorrow. Later in the day, we may see some sunshine. More details coming up, Tara.
Thanks, Danielle. Well, Danielle, people are probably starting to look ahead to Easter because we've got a long weekend coming up. It's not going to be a warm Easter.
No, it won't. Indoor plans would be a great idea to make because not only will it not be warm, we're also looking at rain for a lot of it, and even that mixed precipitation switching over to snowfall. So it will be an active one, except for Good Friday, when it looks like the best of the best. So I'll show you that in just a little bit. 3 degrees right now in Banff, 6 in Calgary, 8 in Brooks, 9 in Medicine Hat, all below normal for this time of year. And it's not just the temperatures, it's that biting wind out of the north, up to almost 60 kilometers per hour at times in Calgary. So you feel it and you notice it. Yes, it's not lovely. 52 kilometer per hour is the maximum wind gust in Pincher Creek today. So we were gustier in Calgary and Red Deer than in Pincher Creek today, and mid-50s for Lethbridge, low 40s for Brooks and Medicine Hat. Okay, so with this, we are looking at winds being very similar tomorrow, predominantly out of the north and up to 40, even 50 kilometers per hour for most communities. So expect that cold biting wind once again, and you can see this pocket that's moving down and along Highway 2. We're looking at another wave of this that will arrive tomorrow morning, giving us the potential for a little more snowfall. Again, we're not looking at any real accumulations or anything with this, but we are looking at the potential for that combined with the wind. So as the snow's falling, it could reduce visibility and make the roads a little slick in some isolated areas. So to advance this, you can see tonight it's pretty quiet. Things die out. The wind should calm down in the overnight hours, but they will be back for tomorrow. And then closer to 7, 8 in the morning in Calgary, we get into that potential of some isolated flurries. Again, combined with the wind, could reduce visibility. So there is the potential that this could impact your morning commute. Okay, then that's out of the way for the afternoon. You'll start to see some sunny breaks, but it will move south down the mountains, Pincher Creek, Crosnes Pass area, Fort Macleod over to Lethbridge. You could see a little bit of that as well, especially later in the day tomorrow. For Calgary, 8 degrees if we're lucky tomorrow, with the chance of some early flurries and gusty all day. Good Friday looks obviously like the best of the next 5. 16 degrees is a high, mainly sunny skies. And then another system rolls in, and this one could pack quite a punch with regards to precipitation. So we'll maybe get into the double digits on Saturday before things kind of fall apart here. On Saturday, heavy rain, 5 to 10 millimeters, and then Saturday night switching over to some wet snow. And then that same type of idea through Sunday and Monday as well. And by Sunday and Monday, just highs of 7, Tara.
Thank you, Danielle. Those are amazing puppets. That's
really awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, if you want a superstar athlete, it's probably wise to get the kids started early in sports like this. This is amazing to me. This little toddler doing table tennis. He's just rallying back and forth with his dad, never missing a beat. He's apparently 2 years old.
Wow, what?
Like, that's amazing, don't you think?
Yeah, but he's cheating. He's standing on the table.
I knew you were going to say that.
Allow it. I will allow it.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He needs stilts or something.
Right.
That's good form.
Yeah. Well, now to a new game made from an old toy. Just because your kids don't play with the toys anymore doesn't mean they can't be repurposed. The Slinky's days are done, but now it's a tunnel for these parrots to chase each other through.
Looks like fun, right?
That's good use.
Yeah, multi-purpose.
Why don't
No
kids
waste.
play with Slinkies anymore?
I don't know.
You know,
that was a great
good
toy.
fun. Good fun.
For 2 minutes.
I guess, yeah. Well, finally, some people exercise for fun. Others have to do it out of necessity.
Somebody's watching me. Is my anxiety.
Yeah, see, there's a reason why he needed to keep his abs and his lats strong. He needed to create that workout because he lives with blanket stealers. Every night he's got those 3 Goldens. They take over the bed, all the bedding, and he's stuck out in the cold.
And they're big dogs.
They are big
They
dogs.
look like big dogs.
I like
They're
that he's,
probably bringing a little heat of their own.
yeah, he's catered his workout to survive the night.
Right?
Yes, I think I need to try this workout.
Skywatch weather camera on our not most beautiful day. Now, here's the deal, right? We need the moisture, so we either get it or we don't. But the cold with the moisture evaporating before it hits the ground for the most part is not exactly the most helpful day. It's not giving us that bright ray of sunshine, and it's not giving us the moisture we need. Anyway, sorry, that's my complaint about today. 6 degrees is the current temperature. Also today's daytime high, which is well below the normal of 12 degrees for this time of year. When you compare us to the rest of the country, well, that warmer air that we had filtered over into Saskatchewan for the most part. Calgary did get to 18 yesterday, which is where Victoria got today. And out east, lower to mid single digits in many parts of southern Ontario, southern Quebec, and then double digits into the Atlantic provinces. Okay, you can see what's filtering down, so you're looking at the potential of a little bit of isolated flurries or rainfall. Lethbridge area to the west, Pincher Creek, Crozes Pass area, potentially a couple more snowflakes. Tomorrow in Salmon Arm 17, and for Kelowna as well, so quite nice there with a good amount of sunshine. Sunny in Edmonton and 11, and then Rocky Mountain House down through Olds, Calgary, High River, Banff. We could see some isolated pockets of flurries for us in Calgary in the morning hours, and for Crozes Pass, Pincher Creek, and Lethbridge, it's more later in the day, in the afternoon hours that you're likely to see that if you get it at all. 8 degrees is a high in Calgary for tomorrow, 16 degrees on Friday, which will be the warmest and brightest day of the next 10. And then temperatures decline as we head through Easter long weekend, and we're looking at a wet long weekend Saturday through Monday as well, Tara.
Thank you, Danielle.
The first 2 games of the series will be played Friday and Saturday at the Ken Bracco Arena, which is looking really good for that Centennial Cup. Lots of things going on.
Perfect. Thank you, Glenn. Final peek at the weather, Danielle.
Not so perfect. Now, I will say we need the moisture. We all know that. Does it need to take up all of Easter weekend? I don't know. 8 degrees for tomorrow, chance of flurries in the morning hours, plus it will be gusty once again with winds out of the north. So if we get the flurries in some isolated areas, that will be blowing around, could reduce visibility. Friday, the warmest of the next 10 days. 16 degrees for a high with a good chunk of sunshine. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, rain during the day, snowfall later in the day, and we could see some decent amounts, as you can see right here. Temperatures cool for Sunday and Monday into the single digits once again. Okay, weather window brought to you by Lux Windows and Doors, crafting quality windows and doors for your style, budget, and Alberta's climate. So while today is gloomy and windy, I wanted to leave you with a beautiful picture from Esther Schneider. This was taken yesterday. And this is what we have in store.
Painting.
Yeah, that's what Friday should look like.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Thanks for your company tonight. Have a terrific evening. We'll see you again tomorrow.